Okay, so today we are going to do a child's pose flow. What is that, you may ask? A very meditative practice where we are learning all sorts of different modifications for child's pose. This will be about a 15-20 minute practice, and that's it. You should feel relief once we are done with this. I recommend trying this practice like every day because honestly, I wish I would have discovered it way sooner. It is awesome. Because honestly, I thought there was only a few ways to do child's pose, but boy was I wrong. So, I know you. If you have perhaps 2 blocks, I recommend grabbing them. Or if you have like 2 books that are about 2.5 inches thick, grab them. They don't have to be the same height. As you see, mine are a little bit different, but when it comes to thickness, they're equally the same. We will be using them. Actually, that'll be our second pose that we're going to use them with. But this is all child's pose. So let's start off with our normal child's pose. For those of you unfamiliar, start off by bringing your 2 big toes together, your knees together, lower the forehead, reach the hands out. Now I want us to take 10 breaths in each of these variations. After your 10 breaths, let's rise up. I love you so much, boy. And let's place our blocks right in front. We're going to place our forearms, therefore lifting up our head a little bit. Now, I will give you the option to bring your knees out wide if you'd like to get a hip stretch in this, letting your hips sink, letting the forehead sink. Let's do 10 breaths here. Keep breathing evenly in and out through the nose. After your 10th exhale, let's rise up and let's remove the blocks to a standard wide-legged child's pose. Keeping the knees out to the edges of the mat. Letting your chest come towards the ground with your forehead, reaching your hands up and out. Feel a difference in the hips. Feel a difference in letting your chest have more room to sink towards the ground, therefore taking deeper breaths. Reach the fingers out. 10 breaths here. Wash your hands, girl. After your 10th breath, rise up. Now you can keep your knees together or you can bring them out wide. Whatever you would like to do. Do you want to get the doggy? Alright, come and get him.
Hello, people.
So we're going to lower our left arm down, reach the right arm over. 10 breaths here. Keep breathing. After your 10th exhale, take your time getting there. Bring the right arm back down. Extend it back out. As As you inhale, left arm over. Let's do 10 breaths here. After the 10th exhale, bring the left hand back down. Move these shoulders around. Now, we are going to do something called the hugging child's pose. So we're going to bring our arms to go inside our legs, just like this, lowering the forehead down. Breathe 10 breaths here. After you're done with the 10 breaths, let's rise back up. And we're going to shift over to bound. Oh, okay. So this is the bound child. Bring your fingers to interlace behind your back. Lower the forehead down. 10 breaths here. Let your chest sink. After your 10 breaths are done, lower the hands down. And let's breathe. I'm trying to stick with my little lesson plan I have here. So let's bring our hands to what they call a reverse child's pose, placing them behind the head, keeping the elbows close to the head, letting the chest sink. Once you're done with those 10 breaths, go ahead and begin to shift up. I will have more on child's pose later, but take your time feeling your way through these. Maybe having the knees out wide is a little too much for your hips starting off with. I will say that when I first started practicing yoga, I didn't quite agree with the knees out wide because my hips were so tight. I wasn't used to opening my hips. I didn't even know you could stretch your hips out. I had no clue. But now it's turned into one of my most favorite things when I'm at the gym and I'm lifting and I'm doing a bunch of leg workouts. I find myself diving down onto the ground in the middle of the gym doing a wide-legged child's pose because it makes my hips feel that good. It also helps to bring peace to your mind. A lot of people view child's pose as a pose that helps bring safe feelings, happy feelings. You can use this practice as a purely meditative practice. I will have plenty more coming on child's pose. Thank you for joining. I hope you all enjoy.